Well, for further analysis, we are joined now live from New Delhi by Aftab Kamal Pasha. He is a professor of Middle East Studies at Jawaharlal Nehru University. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, Aftab. So where do you think things stand? The US and perhaps Israel are making some positive noises, although Israel much more cautious about that. But surely the same red lines still exist, and those are still going to be hard to get over.
Yes, indeed. The world is being told that Netanyahu is in Washington to meet Donald Trump for the ceasefire talks. But the real issue is the pressure Netanyahu is bringing on Donald Trump on the issue of complete eradication and expulsion of Hamas from Gaza, surrender, and laying down of weapons, and removing step by step the Palestinians, as the Israelis talked about humanitarian city or concentration city near Rafah. They want to, through the ceasefire talks, they want to see completely Gaza under their control so that they can populate and use the gas of the sea, of course. So it remains to be seen who is putting more pressure and who is resisting. From all the accounts, Donald Trump is under tremendous pressure from Netanyahu and the Jewish lobby, which is behind him. And Donald Trump is behind resisting the Israeli pressure. And normally, we would get a clue from social truth of Donald Trump. He would be the first to share with the world what is going on. But in this case, he is silent, and only Netanyahu is tweeting on X in Hebrew, that too. It goes to show that tremendous pressure is being brought to bear on three issues. One is to, get the hostages and ceasefire. But second is to American consent to keep the Israeli forces redeployed in some areas in Gaza so that eventually they control. And then to relocate step by step 6.5 lakhs they are talking about in Rafah city. And then to put pressure on them to leave for Egypt, Jordan, Cyprus, or any other country which leave. More importantly, he wants to use this visit to get his 2 or 3, 4 other goals. One is to completely disarm Hezbollah and put pressure on the Lebanese government to take away all the weapons so that Hezbollah doesn't use it against Israel. And then to put pressure on Syria to sign an agreement in spite of the occupation of more territories belonging to Syria in the Golan Heights and neighboring areas. And finally, with this Gaza plan under Israeli control, military control, and Jewish control, he wants Saudi Arabia to normalize relations with Israel. And Netanyahu wants American president to support him in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Syria, in possibly in Saudi Arabia, and also eventually for regime change in Iran.
Yes, so a lot of ground covered there. Essentially, you're suggesting a complete reshaping of the Middle East. Do you feel that as a result of this meeting, the detail not coming out of it, and we're not hearing what's going on, what you're suggesting seems to be that the US influence over Israel is diminishing?
That's correct. Because I see from all the 21 months of Israeli attack after Hamas action on 7th of October 23, it shows that Israel has had its way in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Yemen, in Syria, in Iran, and eventually America joined Israel in bombing Iran. So now the trend is very clear that America has, under Biden or Trump, succumbed to Israeli pressure, Jewish lobbyist pressure, and America and Israel are defying the United Nations, International Court of Justice, International Criminal Court, world public opinion, and majority of the members of the United Nations. Any resolution on Palestine calling for ceasefire and normalization and two-state solution is supported by nearly 150 countries of the UN membership. Only America and Israel and few others are opposing. So it goes to show that Israel has had its way all the way on all of these issues, and America has been a blind supporter, giving military weapons, financial support, diplomatic support, and putting enormous pressure on its moral image and world status as the superpower and the defender of the rules-based order, which Netanyahu has been pushing to the limits. So America is isolated because of the Israeli actions in all of these places, and that is insatiable. Netanyahu's demand also to interfere in his corruption case and political survival. And Donald Trump has interfered in the internal affairs judicial action in Supreme Court of Israel. So it goes to show the height of Zionist pressure, Israeli pressure on the U.S. administration. And I don't see any reason why this time he will not succeed, although the world may come to him much later. But I think Netanyahu is putting enormous pressure. He was supposed to meet only once, but he has had two long meetings into early hours of Wednesday morning. And who knows, if there is no agreement, he may stay back and before Thursday have one more meeting also to apply final pressure.
Indeed. Well, we await to see the details of those meetings, if indeed they come out. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Aftab Kamal Pasha joining us from New Delhi.